How many of you have heard the term, if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you got? Well, over 20 years ago, that described my life. You see, I was a brand new special education teacher making $856 a month, living paycheck to paycheck, working 50 hours a week, feeling totally inadequate in my field, and living with no real joy. When my neighbor introduced me to the Mary Kay products and then to the Mary Kay company, my life and my family's life was impacted dramatically by that one encounter. She was courageous enough to share with me, and I was just discontent enough to be open to learn. Hello, my name is Stephanie Richter. I am a sales director with Mary Kay, and I want to thank you for investing your time to learn about the Mary Kay company. I really pray that this video inspires, surprises, and educates you. You may be watching because you're supporting a friend or a family member in her Mary Kay business, or maybe you're just curious to see if Mary Kay would be a right fit in your life. Either way, I appreciate your valuable time. Recently, I heard a stat from a poll taken by a well-known motivational speaker that 60% of Americans feel like they've lived their best life already. I really hope that you're in the 40%, but if not, I pray this video will give you the hope that you can be in the 40% and that maybe Mary Kay maybe just be what you're praying for. As I mentioned, Mary Kay came into my life through my neighbor. We met when I came knocking on her door to borrow a staple gun so that I could put plastic on my windows because I couldn't turn the heat on very high in the house. That is how broke I was. She invited me to try Mary Kay, and of course I had just borrowed a staple gun from her, so I had to say yes, even though I didn't wear any makeup. I had never looked so good in my life after that facial and makeover. I loved it, but I couldn't buy it. But what did catch my attention was when she was sharing with me, she showed me a picture of her standing in front of a new car, and she said, "I'm earning this car right now." And I thought, that's crazy. I drive a yellow Pinto and I have a degree. She invited me to a Mary Kay customer event, and you guys, my vision expanded immediately. You see, I was so used to making every choice based on or greatly influenced by lack of resources, limitations of time and need. Mary Kay gave me hope for a brighter future. With the Mary Kay business, I saw choices in where I invested my time and my talents with the priorities of putting God first, family second, and career third. I saw increase in finances to bring more choices into our family. I met women making tens of thousands of dollars a month. And if they could do it, why not me? I saw excitement and empowerment to lead and make a difference. I saw women encouraging women versus blowing out my candle to make hers look brighter. I saw company cars being earned by real women. I saw recognition for excellence versus being called into the principal's office. I saw confident, healthy, refined, and beautiful leaders who were really sincerely interested in my success. And honestly, these discoveries were a bit overwhelming, and they really challenged my thinking. My thinking was very limited and cynical at the time. I had a very difficult challenge with a lack mentality. It almost caused me to say no to Mary Kay. I had so many excuses of why I couldn't be a Mary Kay consultant versus reasons why I could. And one of them was time. I was only 1 month into my teaching career. I was working 50 hours a week like I mentioned. I was engaged to be married, and I was planning an out-of-state wedding. But what I found was that Mary Kay taught me to use my time more wisely and more purposefully. I did have pockets of time that I was wasting and I was spending on things that really gave no return. I could slip in a 2-hour party a few times a week or a half-an-hour facial here and there, and eventually have 100% be in charge of that date book of mine. Money was another thing that was an issue to me. I had none. My husband was gonna go back to school and we were gonna live on love. I don't know if you ever tried that before. My recruiter was great though. She was bold enough to ask me this question. Well, how long do you want to live life where coming up with $100 is that hard? I went and found the $100. I didn't know anybody. I had only lived in Idaho for a short time to finish my degree. All my friends had graduated and most had moved. And I'm from the Seattle area originally, so all my family was here. The teachers that I worked with weren't super supportive, and that was before internet, Facebook, social networking, cell phones, but I'm so glad that I didn't listen to that excuse. I'm not the sales type was another one. I didn't want to be pushy. I was a teacher. I had a heart to make a difference. How could makeup and skincare make a difference? That was my first thought. Well, what I discovered is when you make a difference in a mama's life, you make a difference in an entire family's life. Mary Kay Ash taught me from the very beginning, serve women with this product and the money will come. I discovered my excuses were just fears that were made to keep me from my amazing future, and they were really the reasons why I should say yes to Mary Kay. I'm forever grateful my recruiter believed in me enough to invite me to learn about Mary Kay, just like your consultant invited you to learn about Mary Kay. Because I said yes over 20 years ago, I've been able to run a business from home and raise our 2 sons, one of which is in college and the other is a teenager. I'm thankful I've been able to be part of every season of their life as they grew. My husband recently left the corporate world to work with me full-time and handle all the behind-the-scenes details as we built an organization that has produced a 6-figure income for our family for years. What an awesome adventure. And it's been a total blessing to free him up to be with our boys more and to be involved in ministry and to have a lot less stress outside the corporate world. Who would have known that one choice to invest in a $100 starter kit and start making the 50% commission on my product sales to friends and family at first and coworkers, or to share the Mary Kay business with women that I liked, and to begin a journey to personally grow into the woman that God created me to be in Mary Kay would bring all of this and so much more into my life. I hope that my story piqued your interest or maybe even helped you make a decision to give Mary Kay business a chance in your own life. The consultant that shared this with you really would love to follow up with you. So please call her and share this secret word. Are you ready? The secret word is inspired. Share that with her and she'll get credit for you listening, and then she can properly and professionally thank you. I appreciate you for listening, and may God bless you.